Hello, Captain. Welcome or welcome back. It is time again for the weekly reset, and you, my friend, are in event territory yet again. The Darktide Lullaby has arrived and will be available for the next 2 weeks. You will be banishing the specters, laying to rest the captain, I guess, and this here event pass business. Now, what we will be able to purchase with gold will be just this here season pass event. You get the Darktide Mother set, the Soul Spurn, the Corpse Driven, Mourn the Loss, and all of that if you just don't want to wait, grind the event and so on. This is not available for the event. You can purchase this, but as best I can tell, the rest of these items here are available for you to earn. What you will be getting is, of course, your standard sail setup, but we're also getting some cosmetics for the ship. We get a new figurehead, we get some ornaments for the side, naturally the rest of the color set, of course the name plate, the trophy, and our helm decor. Nothing up top for the bird's nest, which is, sad. Sometimes the bird's nest is just not being paid attention to as of late with the cosmetics. That was more of a year one thing, but good to see a mostly full set available, along with the creature of the night set for your captain. Those of you who have been missing out on some of the emissive looking eyes, here's a good set for you to kind of unlock. They don't glow like a lot of the other eyes, but I'm not gonna lie, these sickly zombie eyes look pretty cool, and the rest of the set not too bad either. There goes your zombie body. Mourn the Loss, if you are someone who does like these reactive things to play once you defeat a ship, you can purchase this along with this here event pass, but I mean, I usually don't, and I don't recommend you do either. Let's see. Black Torch, this is the skin for the Brigantine, so if you did not get a chance to pick that up, it is available. And of course, these here, they've been adding in weapon skins. Nothing else too new for you to worry about, looks like, at this time. Except for I'm pretty sure I saw a green cat. There you go. Madam Jade is available for you, along with a few new tattoos. So that's the store. Anyway, as far as the Smuggler's Network goes, I was caught off guard by a few new items up here at the top. So you will notice that we have the Royal Sterilization Tent, the Atelier de Couvrage, I hope I said that right, Rampant Carriage Hold, and the Sandbag Painting Station. Of course, these down here in the bottom row were available at the beginning of the season and will be for the remainder of the season. The Royal Sterilization Tent is a wonderful piece of equipment for any of you support mains. This will increase the repair amount of your repair weapons by 21% for targets that are lower than 70% hull health. This goes great with the bark. Also, as a bonus, 1% of the repair amount will also restore 0.01 of the crew's stamina. That, of course, you're targeting, not for yourself. Also reduces the reload time of the repair weapons by 11%. Pretty sure I was going to say reload right there. Atelier, this one here, while above 50% whole health, it will reduce incoming secondary damage by 24%, but it will increase the threat generation by 15%, along with increasing your weapon damage by 10%. You get a nice little bonus to your armor rating of your equipped armor as well by 100. Next, we have the Rampant Carriage Hold. After 10 consecutive hits on targets, this will apply the new Sea's Roar status effect to your ship and the nearest ally within 150 meters. Missing a shot resets the counter. Now, Sea's Roar increases secondary damage dealt by 17% and reduces incoming secondary damage by 15% for 17 seconds. Increases reload time of weapons by 7%. Not too bad. I've already purchased one of each of these, and I'm going to purchase one more. Final one here, the Sandbag Painting Station. After receiving 12 hits, you gain another new perk that we have called the Sea's Ward status for 30 seconds, which will have a cooldown of 60 seconds. Sea's Ward will increase your brace strength by 18%. 3% of weapon damage, though, will build up the Taunted status effect as well while the Sea's Ward is active, And in general, you just get a reduction to your crew stamina depletion while bracing by 14%. Another good one, not gonna lie, it will go good with the Atelier station or for any taunt build that anyone's working on out there. But I mean, still, 3% of the damage building up taunting status effect while getting a bonus to your brace strength, not too bad, especially after taking damage. So it's something that you'll be doing quite easily in this game. As mentioned, these are all the same. Down here though, for our weekly limited time items, raised quarterdeck 1, dummy spring loader 1, mine clearing locker. We have last season's furniture, the breach lock furnace, charge stores, and the Lepotent's schematics. For armor, we have Nocturne Heart, Immortal Vessel, and the Wailing Ward. For armaments, I was gonna say, but for weapons, we have Eye of Heaven, Twin Winch Ballista, the Divine Thunder, and the Carronade Culverins. Now, excuse me, Carronade Culverins. Now, as far as the event goes, it starts from either one of our William Blackwoods, either this one or the one that is over in the front of St. Anne on the dock. Under available objectives, you will see a quest specifically for him. He's going to give you, as soon as you kick the quest off, he's going to give you a piece of equipment. This little piece of, this little beauty right here, the Spirit Collar. He will give you this, and you need to equip it. That is the first part of the step of the quest. Once you do that, you will just go to the main event area and get this going. Chances are you won't have the flares available to launch it, but if you don't have the flares to start right away, the good news is the moment you get done talking to him, and if William Blackwood is an asshole and doesn't give you any of the flares, you come right over here to this here shrine, and you can purchase the flares for guild marks. All right, buy yourself a flare, go take it over to the event, and all you need to do is drop the spring loader to actually do damage. That is how this event works. You'll be seeing immune, and you'll be wondering why these targets are not able to take damage. Sometimes there are barriers on the event enemies, and they require you to, they don't require, but it makes it easier for you to attack them if you use a specific element. Not this time around. They just want you to equip the Spirit Caller and have some Spirit Callers out there during the battle in order to weaken these enemies. Chances are some of you are going to be a little bit selfish, and you're going to keep your normal auxiliary weapon equipped here. I totally get it, but don't forget, if no one has the Spirit Caller, then no one will be able to do damage during this event. Just want to throw that out there. Now, the big draw for this event is going to be the Hellgate Serpent. This is the brand new torpedo that essentially works like our other healing weapons that we have in the game. Weapons like the Nashkar and why can't I think of what they're called right now? I am so ashamed of myself. A managed ship, weapons, Hellports. So we have our third set of weapons that will actually heal you with that with outgoing damage. All right. So the torpedo, which is actually really good, believe it or not, it gives you a 20% damage increase, or 20% of your damage dealt is turned to whole health. With the culverins, it's 10%, and with the long guns, it's 5%. So the torpedo gets the most, and it increases by 5% for every 50 meters the target is at distance, up to a maximum of 50%. Not too shabby. This, I am hoping, will be keeping my frigate nice and healthy. And truth be told, I am not I haven't stepped totally away from my snow yet. I think this will go really good on my snow. The counter thrust locker, after ramming a target, this will increase acceleration by 300% for 5 seconds, which is good for brigantine mains, of course, but in general, when sailing against the wind, this will increase your top speed by 10% and will reduce crew stamina depletion while in combat by 10%. even if you're not ramming, this is going to be a good piece of furniture to pick it up. So make sure you do that. And the remaining weapons are the weapons that we saw from our last event. We still have the Nashkar, Divine Wind, Klein Karto, and Naga's Call. So, for those of you who did not get a chance to get those, they will be here along with a few deep iron plates. You can get 3 during this event and 40 deep iron nuggets. I'll call them since I've already gone down that route. But 40 only. So it's not going to reset next week and then throw another 40 in here and then throw another 3. No, that's all you're getting. So pick these up once you get to a comfortable place with your event currency. Otherwise, get them right away if you do need them right away. But I believe that is going to do it. So, captains, well, that's it for the weekly reset. But captains, I will be completely honest with you. We also got ourselves some patch notes, and they are extensive, far too extensive for me to read today. Honestly, I don't think I want to read them at all because it is literally that many patch notes, and that just really, really is not what I really want to do right now at this very moment. But I will give you at least the highlights of what is gone over in them. And I'll leave a link down in the descriptions and the comments, and I'll also throw one in the community tab so you'll see it while you're randomly cruising around on YouTube today. If you feel like you want to read it, it is a very long read. I just want to prep you for that. But yeah, we will not be going over everything. But what is new, there's been some changes, specifically to Darktide, to the onboarding, and to the voice chat. So just changes and updates to those. Fixes and improvements for the following: contracts, combat, death tides, world events, the UI UX, which is the user interface or user experience, achievements and challenges, dens and outposts, the store, inventory and loot, ship loadout, vanity, vendors, matchmaking, localization, knowledge and codex, graphics, stability, and then we have known issues, which are contracts and still the issue with the plunders. Multiple fort plunders are still having the issue where they are hung up at the wall breach section. That is a known issue that has not been fixed. That's what I was waiting to read, but still has not been worked out. Economy updates, economy fixes, knowledge and codex, and of course more updates for the UI and user experience. For those of you who are curious about the ship loadout, because I'm not going to lie, I was as well, but it looks like it is mainly issues with fixing an issue where equipping items could fail when the cargo is full, fix an issue where refunded equipment could not be re-equipped after selling a ship, fix an issue where active ship vanity could appear on another ship when managing fleets. Actually, I'm glad they fixed that one. That is one I have seen quite a bit. Fix an issue where armor visuals could disappear or persist incorrectly when okay, I actually am glad they fixed that too. So that happens when you're in the ship customization screen. Fix multiple visual issues on ship: rope, ladders, clipping sails, pulleys not dithering, helm rail discoloration, floating minions. Okay, so that's some good stuff to get fixed. Fix an issue where the frigate did not decelerate with torn sails or turn inconsistently at full trim with certain furniture, and fixed an issue where the lantern flames displayed incorrect colors on certain cosmetics. So I'm actually glad they fixed some of those. So real quick, patch notes for loadouts that we just went over, but honestly, it is an extensive amount of notes. So if you feel like you want to go through them, have at it, Captain. But that is going to do it for me. We have wrapped up another week. We will likely be live, of course, Saturday for what is it? We have, a Fang boost. So in addition to the Darktide Lullaby this week, we have the Jaws, Revenant Jaws, and Vengeful Fury. Basically, sea monsters are going to be cooking heavy this week because there's a Fang boost this weekend. There are things to craft over at the Lenitra outpost. So for those of you who are new to the game, this is the Lenitra outpost, and all teeth can be sold to the Sea People rogue that sits right there, or the Sea People vendor that's right there on the out there by the dock, by the landing area. Tons of good blueprints. So if you have been lacking on the sea creatures, As you see, we have quite a few of them out there in the game. Go out there, get you some teeth, and then this weekend you'll be able to get double teeth. But that is gonna do it. All right, I said that a second ago, but I mean it this time. Apologies for the lie. But I have been Captain Cass and Stampede. We will see you out there in the seas, Captain. You have a good one.